Hey guys, I am here with Miss Tina Marie Hollywood. She is what I call Miss Fabulous, and I am so honored and have such high respect for her to be able to have a quick few minutes of her time and do a quick interview. So, Miss Tina Marie, how are you over there, Miss
Fabulous? Good morning, Miss Ashley. I love what you're doing, and I just want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
The first step, and I love it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I love all your posts. I love what you're about, and I love what you're doing within our community and our societies with everything that you got going on. How do you still find time to just be like wusa at peace with yourself?
Well, that you have to take the time to make time for yourself. I'm big in meditation. So before I get up in the morning, I always pray and I meditate, because throughout the day, with being an entrepreneur, you need guidance, and you need to be as authentic and pure and real with each step you take. And all of us know we can't do half of what we do without having some sort of guidance, whatever that guidance is. You need direction, and I need direction in the morning.
Okay, well, why don't you tell me, like, what causes you, what is your big inspiration to get out of bed every day?
My biggest inspiration would probably be my grandchildren. I have 6 grandchildren.
Oh. I would have never guessed that. You look phenomenal.
Good.
Hello.
I'm doing something right. But I would say my grandchildren, because I want them to I want to create not so much an empire to the point. It's more so of a remembrance of their grandmother and the building of what I have, and therefore letting them benefit from it, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And to me, it's not so much about the currency. It's really about the productivity of your process and what you're doing it for. So I would say more so they're my motivation, because I want their life to just be different. In all reality, I want their lives to be different.
Yeah, I understand. Absolutely. You know, there's a verse that says, leave generational wealth for not just your children, but your children's children. And that's what you just reminded me of. So that's awesome.
And that's the mentality I have. And a lot of people don't realize that the true value of worth, like if you want to build wealth, there's 5 strategies to it. It's personal, financial, spiritual, intellectual, and I forget the 5th one, but basically you can Google it.
Yeah.
Like that's true wealth, because wealth is not so much a tangible thing. It's, although we all need money and all of that, but you really have to have that wealth that's within, that you can't really put a price on, because that's where everything of value starts to establish and grow, and therefore the money will automatically come. So true wealth is really your personal, financial, spiritual, intellectual, and I can't remember the 5th one.
That is so deep words, man. Absolutely. I totally agree that, money just follows when you're just in balance in all aspects, like you just said, 1 through 5. So it's amazing.
Yeah. I always say, let money chase you. Don't you chase it.
Yeah. I love it. So tell me this, what do you find is the most satisfying or gratifying about your work now?
I would say the most satisfying is when I get, much like a text this morning saying thank you. I got an email late last night from a young lady that I don't know. I don't even know where she lived, but she basically inboxed me from one of the quotes that I put up, and she said, I really needed this. It was a night quote, because I usually try and do them at 8 o'clock. I do go to bed early because I need my beauty rest. That's another reason why I look this good. But anyway.
Yeah, I was like, you're just fabulous all the way around. So hey, that's my new thing for you. So.
But she emailed me last night, and she said she just sent her 2 girls off to college, and she was really feeling down and just really feeling blue. And she said my quote that evening really uplifted her and made her feel better. And stuff like that is everything for me.
Yeah.
You don't have to send me anything. I don't need, again, wealth is like, you don't need that tangible thing so much. It's just knowing that I helped someone feel good. I'm good.
I love it.
And that was perfect for me. So I was like, yes.
So I know, I see you all over the place. You are all over the Bay Area. In every event there can possibly be, I promise. So how do you balance
I'm very strategic.
Friendship and family?
I'm sorry, say that again.
How do you balance work life, friendship, and family?
Well, the thing is that I'm very strategic at what I do. And, again, being an entrepreneur, and when you're out networking, you have to be strategic with your network. Because in reality, every entrepreneur knows they're dealing with Mr. Bob. That's what I call him, Mr. Bob, building on broke. We know he is lurking around. So you have to be strategic with going to these different events. So I go to a selected few, and I also have a couple of assistants that if I'm not able to make a certain event, I'll send them, and granted, they wouldn't have to worry about gas or paying for a ticket or what have you, because I usually take care of all of that. But I try to go to each and every event, actually. And again, it's just a strategic way of doing it, that because I have so much energy, I'm able to do it, and I have to burn it somewhere. So why not go?
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. So let me ask you this. Out of all the women that are out there right now struggling to either kick something off the ground or starting to kick something off the ground, or maybe be a veteran in business world or entrepreneurship, what type of advice would you have for her?
I would definitely tell her, be realistic. If you're not a risk taker, if you're not a hustler, you in the wrong profession. It's like, you have to be, because I hate when I hear people say, you can do it, you can do it. Some people, no, they don't need to be doing it. That's just the reality. Because you really, if you for real about your business, you have to be a risk taker, like no other, where people will call you crazy.
Yeah.
I always tell people I'm a ray of sunshine with a mix of hurricane.
Is that eye of the storm? That's what you are? The eye of the storm right there.
There you go. That's how you have to be. You have to be so crazy about your desire and your passion. But on top of that, you have to be realistic. And if you're willing to take the risks and be that hustler and be fearless, good. Because I always say, fear is the disease, but hustle is the antidote. And you have to hustle. So you have to do that. So you always want to check yourself and make sure you are real with yourself and what you're willing to do to build that lifestyle you desire. Because no one else can do it but you.
Yeah.
No one else can do it but you.
Dude, look at you dropping all this wisdom today.
Oh, sorry.
Wisdom nuggets. I love it. I love it. It's so good to, finally have an interview with a very successful woman like yourself and be able to be on the same mind path, though, too. Like, not everybody, like you said, not everybody is cut out for entrepreneurialism, and it's, mainly dominated by the male race, and I am all about, the building up in the supporting women, helping women, and especially women of color. So exactly. I love it, I love it, because I think every woman especially needs to know that they have a voice and they need to let their voice be heard, and that they should not be afraid to take those risks. And that's so true, Ashley. You are so on point with that. And this morning, I tried to do Facebook Live, but for some reason, they couldn't hear me, so it just was all crazy. But that was one of the things I actually wanted to just kind of speak on this morning about, because I, again, I get text messages and calls,
periodically, you know, when women, mainly women, when they're not feeling their best.
Yeah.
So I got a text message this morning and from a young lady, and she was just feeling really down and just really just wanted to have someone just listen. And that was the thing I wanted to speak about. People really just need to listen sometimes, because that's all someone needs to, if it's entrepreneurship, if it's just going through a trial and tribulation in their life, if it's whatever, sometimes you just have to listen. And I always say that they say silence speaks the loudest noise for a reason, because sometimes you need to just stay quiet to really hear the person. And if you're really connected, just think about it. If you're really connected, like me and you, if I say, you my BFF, and you say, Tina, you're my BFF too, you know, and it's like, we go through all of these, you know, situations in life, and something occurs where I don't hear from you, or I don't, you know, get a text or something from you. Something in me there should be an alarm going off inside me.
Right.
Because I should have a certain level of awareness that, dang, Ashley hasn't reached out to me. Let me see what's going on with her. Let me just let her know I love her. Because sometimes you may not know how to say what it is you want to say to me. Not saying you don't want to, but it's like sometimes that's where we as a people, we need to kind of be in tune with who we say we're connected to and who we love and adore, and see if we're truly connected. Because if they're in some type of a disarray, we should feel it and then reach out and let them know, even though you're not saying a word, I hear you, I'm listening. That's real. And people don't have that no more. People don't want to listen, and they need to just listen. And I tell women, they need to be in business, not in everybody's business.
Ha! There you go, right there.
In business.
Not in other people's
business, girl.
In your business, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So what are some of your success tips? What are your Tina Marie Hollywood success tips for people in business?
I would say definitely a success tip would be stay centered and balanced, meaning it's all going to start with you. You have to be right in the mind, spirit, and soul, because everything that will come at you, you need to be together. So that's why I go running. You know, I usually try and go 2 to 3 times a week. I'll go running and, you know, and then meditation and so forth. But I have to be balanced because of the things that even confront me in a day-to-day basis. And in order for me to not flip out Brooklyn style, because I am from Brooklyn, in order for me to not go out and show my best style side,
yeah.
I have to keep sister the girl together.
Yeah.
You know? So I would definitely say keep yourself centered, aware, and focused by any means necessary, because it all starts and ends with you first and foremost.
Absolutely. Well, that's amazing. I so appreciate all of the tips and their time and your advice today. I cannot wait to share it with my followers and, of course, with you.
They better like me.
Go follow her Facebook, her Instagram, Tina Marie Hollywood. She is absolutely phenomenal. She's a huge advocate for female entrepreneurs as well as just anyone in business. Someone who is on red carpets on the daily. She's at every event, high social, sophisticated events here in the Bay Area, and definitely someone you need to follow, look up to, and take heed, take advice from. So I appreciate it so much, Miss Tina Marie, and I can't wait.
My pleasure, honey. My pleasure.
I can't wait till our next interview. I can't wait to talk to you.
Yes, I'm excited. I like this. I so like this, and I mean, I am like your biggest fan now. So anytime you need me, just let me know when you need me. Just don't be surprised if you see rollers and all that other stuff.
Hey, no worries. Listen, I'm no makeup today. So, all right, guys. Thanks. Have a great day.
Thank you.